My name is Wojciech Nasierowski, and I would like to share with you some information about workshop, seminar, projects related to project development. In fact, it is going to be about gate stage-like system. Some other people will term it innovation. And the idea is not how to develop projects or ideas. This concept has been very well developed, described in classical book by Kertzner from 50 years ago. But the main question is whether or not to do some projects, whether or not to develop some ideas, some concepts. Why? What for? And why is this concept that important? In everyday activities, countries and companies spend $1.4 trillion for research and development. $1.4 trillion is equivalent to gross domestic product of Canada. However, 10 to 20% of projects with inventions bring success. 80% is just waste of efforts, waste of money, waste of desires to become better. When we move from inventions to innovations, numbers are roughly the same. However, it's much more costly. So, since this data deal with countries, it also pertains to companies. Just think for a second, how much will you save if you increase rate of success of your projects by 10%? Projects that bring you satisfaction will comply with these objectives that you want to achieve. And compare it to the cost of a workshop that I recommend you to consider. Instantly there is a question, why that many projects that fail? Why so many missed opportunities? Almost certainly because of congestion. We have too many ideas and not enough resources to support all of them. Additionally, we don't have adequate selection criteria for projects. And thirdly, it's inability of managers to eliminate some of the projects. Inability, or simply they cannot eliminate them. Traditionally, we try to support all projects. And instantly we are facing the problem of congestion. Too many projects that slowly move through the pipe. Everybody is fighting for resources. More and more resources are needed, so it creates conflicts, disagreements. I suggest something that is different. In gate stage-like system, there is a funnel that permits us to eliminate concepts that are not so great as inventor thinks they are. Some projects simply must be eliminated. Consequently, some winners will move faster, it will be cheaper, it will be better. Some ideas, when we present them, need to be corrected. There are mistakes, they have to be eliminated before we proceed. Oops, too fast. Some projects have to wait. If you tell me that there's a great business, indeed it's a good business, selling Christmas trees. But if you want to sell Christmas trees in summer, too early. Today is December the 5th. Wait 2 weeks. In 2 weeks you will be able to sell them and make profits. There are also ideas that simply do not make any sense. Eliminate them. And then you will get some projects that will move quick like arrows, will bring you money, a lot of money. And you will be able to reinvest this money to support other projects. And gate stage-like system guarantees that you will be able to achieve it. In gate stage-like system, first step is we have ideas, we have concepts. How to get them? We have some dreams. Brainstorming, scenario building, meetings with clients, with technical services, salespeople. They will tell us what is needed or wanted by customers. I'm using this system also to streamline my ideas. I'm going then to the first gate. And in my case, the first gatekeeper is Yola. Yola is a really very clever people, very clever female, very patient. And I call her and tell, I have a great idea. In 8 of 9 cases, she takes a big pile of water, cold water with ice cubes, and tells me, Wojtek, it doesn't make any sense. Forget about it. I'm not in hopeless situation when she calls me with her ideas. I do exactly the same. But in some cases, she tells me, I don't understand the idea, but there is something. You better call Chris, your financial advisor. He will advise you whether or not you will get credit. Call Mark. Mark will tell you whether it can be done. Talk to Marysia. She's a good marketer. She will advise you what to do. So I'm going to the second step, defining. I explain my concept. I understand it, but it does not mean that anybody else will understand it. So I sit at the desk, surf internet, call friends and knowledgeable people and get more information. And then I'm going to the second gate. And the second gate, gatekeepers, it is not Yola only. These are experts in fields of marketing, technical aspects or legal aspects, and financial aspects. And they may accept my idea. They may give me green light to develop the concept. Or they will reject it, tell me, wait, correct. But if there is a green light, I will get some money to do business analysis or prepare business plan. And it is already costly. And companies frequently save money on business analysis. It does not produce instant results. It does not bring any profits. It is just preliminary, detailed work in terms of marketing, technical aspects, and financial aspects. Probably is the key to continuation of a project, idea, concept. This gate is called money gate. And normally gatekeepers are senior management people in the company. If they accept the concept, we may get to the next step, development, and it may be very costly. It may be up to hundreds of millions of dollars. If they give me money, it will be very difficult to stop the project. Because in this system, those who make decisions not only have power to allocate resources, they will be later on held responsible for what they suggested. So they will be very careful. Fine, suppose I got a green light, I will go to development. It may happen I will go to development or not, because there are projects oriented on ideas to external customers, but there are also projects oriented on internal customers. We will not develop anything new, we'll simply imitate solution that is successfully used in another company. So the case will be, will this solution work for us? It's something related to testing. But fine, after development, in laboratory environment, masters who assemble the final solution, these laboratory conditions are different to tests in real conditions. If I get to tests, it is first practical use of our idea, of your idea. If tests produce positive results, we go to the last gate. We start to give money, premiums, orders, honors. Yes, you are great. And if we, at this point in time, decide it will bring success, we implement the solution. Start to sell the product, provide service. In short, what is gate stage-like system? Simple, easy to use, easy to understand, logical concept, common sense, covering three main areas. Marketing, extended marketing, in fact. I want to know whether or not customers will buy the idea. In marketing, we are not talking about market research, packaging, advertising. It's just introduction to marketing. But this marketing is also extended to what will be reaction of competitors. Because there is no sense to explore, to develop idea that is easy to be imitated by competitors. So, strategic management course provided in mini format. The second group of concept is technical. Can it be done? From mechanical perspective, biological, chemical, but also legal. Patent protection, for example. Question of safety. Question of environment protection. Can it be done? And financial aspect, but again, financial aspects understood broadly. It's not only money. It can be satisfaction. It can be improvement of competitive position. Whatever your goals are, these three aspects are persistently considered at each stage and at each gate. So, stages. Each stage, more in details. Marketing aspects, technical aspects, and financial aspects. At each stage, project leader has to prepare, answer the question from marketing, technical, and financial area, prepare the plan for the next stage, and request resources. And the gatekeepers will check, has this work at any stage been prepared according to work order? At this stage, have criteria established at earlier gate been satisfied? Accept the plan, allocate resources. At each stage, we have to think what may happen next. Because I may have an excellent solution, may decide I will implement it. And then I will come to conclusion, but I have no distribution network, no service station. It may be costly. Think about it before you get to implementation. But it is not the end of the problem. At one or another point, you may come to conclusion that there are 10 really great ideas, but you need 200 units of resources to support them, but you have only 100 units. Then what? Move decision with respect to these projects to an upper managerial level. It is not the role of gatekeepers to change strategy of a company. And it's quite frequent situation in real life. Look at Nokia. Nokia has started lodging operations. When they started to say, hey, lodging is not very profitable, we also manufacture rubber shoe for people who are working in woods. It wasn't very profitable business, and somebody came with an idea, maybe we will manufacture computers. Different managerial level to accept this idea or not. Later on, let us get involved in cell phones business. Atypical situation, but they happen. Or use clever selection criteria with respect to project cost, time to completion if you are in a hurry to get results, risk associated with the project, anything that is important to the company. And in such a way you will select 10 best ideas from the viewpoint of current objectives of a company. And how will it work? It's 16 hours long workshop that will provide basic information about gate stage-like system, but it's not going to be lecturing. Participants will have to work hard solving their everyday problems, the problems of their company. First workshop, success and failure factors. And we forget about the success, despite variety of products, economic sectors, experience. There are really common sense, nice criteria that have to be satisfied in order to succeed. Opposite side of the story. There are also suggestions what can be done in order to fail. And we forget about them. Gilbert, in his book from 40 years ago, provided examples of 230 or so instances when projects will fail. And if it is the case, don't invest in such idea. It will fail. One workshop. Then think about how to be a gatekeeper, how to assess these concepts, how to select the best ones. Experience it. Then you have 100 units of resources, but you need 200. Some projects have to be eliminated in order to eliminate congestion. And the final workshop, design and implement such a system. And it will all be discussed within 16 hours. After 2 days of workshop, it is recommended that you give 3 days to participants of this workshop. They will be tired, a little tough. So, what will you gain? You will reduce the risk of failure of your ideas. You will not be wasting your resources. You will become more efficient. How else you will benefit? In which areas? You will increase your gains, improve your competitive position, get transparent, comprehensive assessment of your ideas, and quality. Quality is the key. If you don't provide quality solutions, you will not sell them. It's direct benefits for you if you buy the workshop. And for your employees, reduce number of and intensity of conflicts, more satisfaction, more stability of employment, more clear rules to evaluate employees. And in such a manner, they will be motivated better. So they will be more productive. So they will produce more value-added solutions for you. You will benefit directly, your employees will be more happy, and you will be more happy. So, let's proceed to the next step. If you want to explore this idea more in details, here am I. Get in touch with me. Thanks a lot. That's it.